Good morning, grade 7. I, Muhammad Shahir, welcome you all to the online classes of NLK Group of Schools. Today, I am going to start part 7 video of chapter 1 Integers. In this video, we are going to learn division properties of integers. But before that, let's solve few sums related to previous topic. In my previous video, I have taught you properties of multiplication, in which one of the property is distributive property. What is distributive property? In distributive property, I have told you that if x multiply y plus z is written, then we can solve it by x multiply by y and x multiply by z. In this, we don't add y and z first. We distribute x with y and with z. It is called distributive property of multiplication over addition. Same with subtraction. If we have y minus z, then we don't subtract it first. We distribute x with y and x with z with subtraction sign between them. Then after solving x multiplied by y and x multiplied by z, we subtract it. It is called distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Let's do few sums. We can use remember student, we can use its reverse form also. If x multiplied by y plus x multiplied by z is written, so we can write it x multiplied by y plus z. Same with over subtraction. 1.4 exercise, which is given on page number 7 of your maths book. Question number 5, evaluate the following using distributive property. We have to use distributive property and solve these sums. The first part is minus 876 multiplied by 9 plus minus 876. We can see x. If we take x is equal to minus 876, then y is 9. Again x is minus 876, z is missing. The term z is missing. So if we see the first line of solution, we have minus 876 multiplied by 9 and minus 876 multiplied by 1. I write here 1 because we know that we know the multiplicative identity. If 1 is multiplied to any integer, it remains same. So I write multiply by 1 to make it x multiplied by y plus x multiplied by z. Now if x multiplied by y and x multiplied by z is written, so we can write x multiplied by y plus z. So let's solve it. We can say that 876 is present in both terms, so we can take it as a common. So if minus 876 is taking as a common, so we know that in first term 9 is left, so we can write 9, and in second term 1 is left, so we can write 1 here. Now because addition sign is there, so we have to write plus sign here. Now we have 9 plus 1. We know that when we solve 9 plus 1, we have 10. Now we have minus 876 multiplied by 10. So without any calculation, we can write minus 8760 minus 8760, which is our final answer. Move to the next question. B part, question 5 का ही B part है ये. Here 1100 multiplied by minus 102 minus 1100 multiplied by 2. We can see that it is written in the form x multiplied by y, x multiplied by z. But here in first term 1100 is positive and in second term 1100 is negative. Remember student, x term should be same in numeric and with sign also. It should be same with sign. 1100 and minus 1100 are different integers. Now if we see the solution, 1100 multiplied by minus 102 Now the 2 minus is written, and according to rule, if 2 minus is there, then it becomes plus. Now we have 1100 minus multiply minus 102 plus 1100 multiply by 2. Now we can see in both terms 1100 is positive. Now we can take as a common 1100 as a common. If in first term, if 1100 is taking as a common, minus 102 is left, and in second term 2 is left, plus 2. Now we have minus 102 and plus 2. We know that if different signs are there, then we have to subtract it. When we subtract 102 by 2 plus with 2, we get 100, because 102 is a greater number than 2 and it has a negative sign, so we have to write minus 100. We know that when we multiply 1100 by 100, first of all 1100 is positive integer and 100 is negative integer, so product of plus and minus is minus, always minus, and 1100 when we multiply with 100, we have to write 20 after 1100. So without any calculation, now we have the final answer. Move to the next question. Here I have taken a question from workout exercise, which is given on page number 3. It is a part of question number 6. Minus 343 multiply by minus 12, minus 343 multiply by minus 88. You can see that minus 343 is present in both terms. So we can say x multiply by y plus x multiply by z. Now we take minus 343 as a common. In first term, if minus 343 is gone, then minus 12 is left, so we write minus 12. In second term, minus 343 if taking as a common, then minus 88 is left, so we have to write minus 88. Now we see both are negative integers. If both negative integer or both positive integer is there, they add. We have to add them. When we add 88 and 12, we get 100, because both have negative integer, so we get minus 100. And now minus 343 is a negative integer and 100 is also negative integer. Minus 100 is also negative integer. We have two negative integer. If two similar signs are there, two same sign are there, then product of same sign is always positive. So we have plus 343, and when we multiply it by 100, we get 34,300 as our final answer. Now let's move to our new topic, which is properties of division. In properties of division, the first property of is closure property. The result of division of two integers is not always an integer. That is, if x and y are two integers, x divided by y is equal to z, then z may not always be integer. It may be integer and it may not be integer. So we cannot say that if x and y are two integers, then x divided by y, the result of x divided by y is also an integer. We cannot say. It may be an integer and it may not be an integer. For example, we take 36 divided by 9. If we divide 36 by 9, we get 4, and 4 is an integer, no problem. But 20 divided by 9, if we divide 20 by 9, we have 20 upon 9, and 20 upon 9 is a fraction number, not an integer. It is not an integer. So we can say that if x and y are two integers, then x divided by, the result of x divided by may be an integer or may not be an integer. So may not always be an integer, we can say. Move to the next property, which is commutative property. When the order of integers while performing division is changed, the result does not remain same. If x and y are two integers, then x divided by y is not equal to y divided by x. So if we change the order in properties of division, the answer will remain, the answer will changed. For example, if we take 36 and 9 to integer and divide it, we get 4. But if we get 9, if we reverse the order, if we take 9 divided by 36, we get 1 upon 4. And we know that 4 and 1 upon 4 is not same. So we can say in commutative property, if we change the order in division, then the answer will change. Then we can say commutative property does not hold true for division of integer. Let's move to the next property which is associative property. When the grouping of integer, remember students, when the grouping of integer while doing division is changed, the result does not remain the same. Grouping भी change कर देंगे तो भी हमारा आंसर change हो जाएगा in division. If x divided by y divided by z and we change the group, we take the group of x and y in second condition, x divided by y divided by z, then the answer will change. Answer same नहीं रहेगा, change हो जाएगा. If we take 36, 9 and 3, for example, 36, 9 and 3 are 3 integers. First we take the group of 9 and 3. You know, you have to solve the bracket first. If you solve 9 divided by 3, you get 3. Now 36 divided by 3, you get 12. Now we change, if we change the group, now we take the group of 36 divided by 9. When 36 divided by 9, we get 4, and 4 divided by 3, we get 4 by 3. In first group we get the answer 12, in second group we get the answer 4 by 3, which are not same, So we can say that associative property does not hold true for the division of integer. Let's move to the next property of 1. Property of 1. When any integer is divided by 1, the result is the same integer. If x is an integer, then x divided by 1 is equal to x. So when any integer is divided by 1, the result is same. Integer remain the same. If we take minus 15 as an integer and divided it by 1, we get minus 15. If we take 27 as an integer and divided it by 1, we get always 27. So we can see if we divide any integer by 1, we get same integer. The property is called property of 1 of division of integer. Let's move to the next property, which is property of 0. When 0 is divided by any integer other than 0, the result is always 0. If x is any integer other than 0, then 0 divided by x is equal to 0. Remember student, when 0 is divided by any integer, अभी वो भी प्रॉपर्टी बताएंगे जिसमें कोई इंटीजर 0 से कोई इंटीजर को डिवाइड कर रहे हो हम बाय 0. Here 0 is divided by any integer. When 0 is divided by any integer other than 0, the result is always 0. So we can see 0 is divided by x, the answer will 0. If we divide 0 divided by x, the result will be 0. For example, 0 divided by 35, 0 divided by minus 69 is equal to 0. If we write 0 divided by any integer, the result will 0. This property is called property of 0 of integer. Move to the next and last property of division by 0. ये property of 0, it is division by 0. The result of division of any integer by 0. Here 0 is divided by any integer. Now we divide any integer x divided by 0. Now we divide by 0. 0 is not divided. Any integer is divided by 0. When any integer is divided by 0, then the answer is meaningless, or we can say not defined. Remember student, if x is any integer, if x divided by 0, if 0 divided by x, then the answer will 0. And if x divided by 0, then the answer will not defined. We can write not defined. Remember, these are the properties of divisions of integers. Let's solve few questions. Move to the next page. Here it is 1.4 exercise given on page number 10 of your maths book. Question number 3. Fill in the blanks to make the following statements true. We have some FIB and we have to solve it. Okay. Question 3, D part. What we get when we divide 156 by minus 12? You know, one positive and one negative sign are there. Dividend and divisor have different sign. The answer will be of negative. First of all, the sign of answer will negative. Now we have 156 and we have to divide it by 12. I directly divide it by 12. 12 on the 12, 12 on the 12, 3, 36. It becomes 36. 12, 3 the 36. Now we have minus 13. You can divide it by 2 or 3. You can solve it. I divide it by 12 direct. We get 13 here. So the answer is minus 13. Now we have G part of question number 3. Minus 14 divided by what number? Then the result is not defined. Remember, student, always if any integer divided by 0, then the answer will not define. Move to the next page, students. Now we have one question from workout exercise which is given on page number 14. Question number 9. Verify that x divided by y plus z is equal to x divided by y plus x divided is not equal to x divided by plus x divided by z. It is much similar than the distributive property. We can say we have to prove x divided by y plus z is not equal to x divided by y plus x divided by z. Now we have x is equal to we have three integers. The value of x is 12, the value of y is minus 4, and the value of z is 2. Now if we have to verify, we have to take the LHS and RHS and solve it separately. The first we have taken LHS, which is x divided by y plus z. In the place of x we have to write 12. In the place of y we have to write minus 4, and the place of z we have to write 2. Now we have minus 4 plus 2. We know if two different signs are there, then we have to subtract it, and 4 is greater than 2 and it has negative sign, so we have to write minus 2. Now we have 12 and minus 2. Dividend and divisor both have different sign, so we have minus with in the answer, and you know 2 1 are 2, 2 6 are 12, we get 6 here. So the answer is minus 6. Move to the RHS part, which is x divided by y plus x divided by z. Now in the place of x we have to write 12. In the place of y we have to write minus 4. Again in the place of x we have to write 12, and in the place of z we have to write 2. Now we have 12 divided by minus 4 plus 12 upon minus 4 plus 12 upon 2. Now in first term, dividend and divisor both have different signs, so we have to write minus in the answer, and you know 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, we have minus 3. In second term, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, and divisor and dividend both have positive sign, so the answer is plus 6. And minus 3 plus 6, two different signs are there, we have to subtract it, and the sign, if we talk about sign, so 6 is a larger number, greater number than 3, and it has positive sign, so the answer is positive. In LHS we get minus 6 and in RHS we get 3, which are not equal. So we can say LHS is not equal to RHS, hence verified. We have to proved it, we have to verified it that they are not equal, and we proved it, so hence verified. That's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you have hope you understood the video. If you have any doubt, any queries related to it, related to the topic, you can ask in your WhatsApp group by dropping the message. Thank you and have a good day.